Hello YouTube. Here today I have Michael Kors MK8086, and currently I don't have access to the back casing since I have my links all together. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those off, and if you want more detailed instructions on how to take them off, please look at the link down in the description. Now that we have the links taken off and have access to the back casing, I will now show you what tools you would need in order to open the back casing. I got a watch bag opener set, and that's the only thing you would need. Okay, so let's talk about the tool. The tool itself has a non-adjustable tip and an adjustable tip. At first, I would recommend to have this adjustable tip free and not locked. I have it locked right now at the moment because I have the exact size I need for the watch, and you could see how much space there is at the bottom, and you could have an estimate. But let's not just go off estimates. Let's see how actual process should work, and that will help you easily open up the back door and not scratch your watch. So let me bring the watch a little closer so you could see what's going on. So right now out here you could see there are little indents within the watch, and yes, that's a scratch by the word steel. There's another scratch by stainless steel. You need to be really careful when you're trying to fit in the tool, because otherwise you might get the scratches. What we need to do is leave one of the indents and place it. I would not recommend putting out here because there's too much things going on. I would rather recommend putting it out here and leave this one and put the adjustable tip out here. So if you guys can set firmly and turn it to the left. You can see the back casing has moved. You can use your hands to remove the back casing. Now we have this little white casing around the actual contents of the watch. What we need to do is we need to take a flatbed screwdriver. I would recommend, if it's the small, put it right underneath this bracket and give it a light pressure. That plastic come off real easy. Now the last part is just to remove the battery. I'm going to take really small Phillips screwdriver. You gotta be really careful not to put too much pressure because this whole unit might move. I would recommend putting your thumb and giving it a really light pressure. You don't want to push too hard. And again, put it on the flat surface. I've done it a couple of times, so I'm kind of getting a hang of it. Give it a little push towards the left, and once you give it a light pressure, you can see the watch battery slides out. Now that you have the watch battery out, take your replacement battery and put it underneath the flap, the metal flap, and insert or slide it really gently. You don't want to bend that flap. And you would see it sits into place. If you turn the watch, you can see the watch is running. Alright. The next step is to put the white bracket. Also, inside your watch you would see a little indent. You'll also see a little indent out here. I would recommend starting from that side. And again, make sure you don't mess around with watch contents. If you see these two interfering, just wiggle your watch towards the left and they should go down. Let's see if I could do on the camera. So you need to just slide it in. You can see that it went through. And now make sure these two are not in the way and push it down a little. Don't put too much pressure out here because we need to still make these two buttons functional. So now you can see it's down there, but we need to use the flatbed screwdriver and want to make sure put it through that and push those pins back. Now I don't know if you could see it, it's not properly aligned. So what you want to do is move the bracket a little. And it will let you move. I'm going to do the same for the other one as well. Push it at the back and then move it. And now you could see both buttons are lined up. So if you want to check if they're functional, press this one, look out here, the bottom one's functioning. And if I press it again, press this guy down, it will reset. So I know the buttons are functional. Now the last step is to putting your back casing on. Just put it on top